Right now at 10, clean water. Eau Claire and other western Wisconsin communities are getting grants to address PFAS contamination and outdated water systems.
And back online, Quick Trip says its rewards program is fully operational after a 2-week outage.
Plus, community support. Millions in donations is making a Humane Society expansion possible.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening and thank you for joining us at News 8 Now at 10. I'm Emily Brown.
And I'm Ken Kozarowski. $400 million. That is how much Governor Evers is sending to communities in Wisconsin with lead piping or PFAS contaminants in their water systems. More than 100 communities are getting grants under the DNR's Safe Drinking Water Loan Program, including 9 in our region. Communities can use what they get to replace lead service lines, build new water infrastructure, or address PFAS, the forever chemicals linked to significant health problems. Now, the city of Eau Claire is getting a $3.5 million grant to address PFAS contamination at the water treatment plant. They'll also take on a $22 million loan to cover the rest of their costs. Chippewa Falls and Viroqua will use their grants to replace lead and galvanized piping. Both communities will have loans to cover the rest of their costs as well. Lafarge's project is to replace old water mains and sewer infrastructure. We have the full list of the local recipients on our website right now. Now, the town of Campbell noticeably absent here, but there is a reason for that. Town Supervisor Lee Donahue says all of these recipients filed specific project applications by June of this year. Campbell's water projects weren't designed by that end date, so they will be applying for infrastructure project help in the next round of funding.
The armed man who went to the Wisconsin state capitol looking for Governor Tony Evers has moved out of the state. On October 4th, Joshua Plesnick went to the capitol with a loaded handgun in a holster. He was demanding to speak with Evers, who was not in the building at the time. Plesnick was arrested but returned to the capitol that night with a semi-automatic rifle after he posted bail. He was arrested again and released on bond on Friday. According to AP News, in an interview today, Plesnick says he moved to Nebraska to live with family. He says the incident made him unemployable. He also says he has no intention of hurting anyone and does not want to go anywhere near Evers.
A Wisconsin man is hospitalized after falling out of a tree stand. According to Vernon County Sheriff Roy Torgerson, dispatch received reports of a fall in rural Viroqua around 7:30 Saturday night. Responders arrived and the hunter was flown to Gunderson Health System. He had fallen about 18 feet from a tree stand. Fall happened on private property in the town of Jefferson and remains under investigation. The sheriff wants to remind the public to always use a fall restraint, regardless of the type of tree stand that you use.
Quick Trip says its rewards program is back up and running. The update comes 2 weeks after a cybersecurity incident knocked some systems out. The company is emailing program members that they are now able to access rewards in store and through the Quick Rewards app and website. Through November 5th, members will receive double visits for every purchase as compensation for any rewards lost during the outage. Rewards members should be getting an email about additional compensation for missed rewards.
It's a little bit of cloud cover and early morning rain totals, and the sun broke through later in the day. Let's get the latest from Greg.
Yeah, well, we do have some changes coming up even tonight now that we have that severe threat is actually increased further west. I'll get into that in a little bit, but overall, it's still mild conditions outside. Really, we're still in the 50s. As we look at satellite and radar right now, that warm front that we're watching for showers and thunderstorms developing is now in Iowa and beginning to push northeast. That is what could be potentially leading to some severe weather just west of our area and primarily going to be a hail threat. But right now we just have some cloud cover beginning to increase, but overall still nice conditions out there. The one thing to notice right now, the temperatures are still very mild. Look at the 60s still in Iowa, just south of that warm front up to the upper 40s further northeast. So in all, not too bad. Dew points, another story, we're seeing 60s beginning to approach behind that warm front. So that's why we do have a severe threat with that as that lifts north through the area. Overall, for tomorrow morning, we have showers and thunderstorms going on early, but then a break for Eau Claire, and then they start ramping back up as we get closer to noon. Once again, some of these storms we'll have to keep an eye on. I think it won't be a threat for Eau Claire, but if we have a stronger storm or two, it'll be more for La Crosse. And early on, they'll see the action going on through about 8 a.m. and then see a list as we go towards noon. Once again, we'll have to keep an eye on that. So coming up later, we'll kind of break down all the stuff that's going to be going on because there's quite a bit of rain going on, and of course thunderstorm action. And of course Francis doesn't like this forecast very well because he's going to be a little scared here going on as we get the thunderstorms, but he's going to like the 70s tomorrow, and then we have much cooler air coming. I'll break all that down a bit later.
All right, great.
I love it.
2 elementary schools face closure in La Crosse's school district. A community advisory group is settling on closing Northwoods International and either Spence or Hinchin. And that's got Spence parents concerned tonight.
News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall spoke with some of those concerned parents who met with the district superintendent tonight.
The end might be near for some La Crosse schools. The Facility Advisory Committee is considering whether to recommend shutting down either Spence or Hinchin elementary schools. The committee has already decided to recommend closing Northwoods International School. The reason for potential school closures? Declining enrollment.
At our elementary schools, in just the last 8 years, we've had 719 students fewer enroll and attend our schools.
Since April, the FAC has been meeting to discuss the future of the schools. Now, they're in the final phase of recommendations.
The committee has been narrowing down their recommendations. Generally speaking, they have seemed to prefer a 2-school solution, one that pairs a North Elementary and a South Elementary school together.
As previously reported, if Northwoods International and Hinchin were to close, some students would attend Spence, Emerson, and Northside. If Northwoods and Spence were to close, 111 students would be going to Emerson. The decision would impact parents, including Kazuma Mo.
I think it will impact them a lot because their friends here, their teachers here, and even I went to school here as a little kid. Plus, my kids will be like really sad too because I want them to be with their parents.
Other parents, including Dorsey Kelch, have similar feelings.
I feel it would be a very unfortunate. I really value this school. I love all the teachers. I don't want to see my kids going somewhere else.
Closing down the schools could save the district $2.6 million a year. If the board decides to close a school, what they would do with the building is still unknown.
A short-term view might say to sell it or to repurpose it for other things. A longer-term view might say hold on to it for the future. You don't know what's going to come, and to use it for something else in the meantime.
The Facility Advisory Committee will meet again on November 2nd to finalize their recommendation.
Now, the school board is not bound by whatever that group recommends. And in the meantime, 2 public hearings will be scheduled for November 27th and 29th. That'll be open to the public. Still ahead, 2 more hostages released from Gaza. The U.S. now trying to buy more time to secure even more releases.
Stanton Optical is the best value in eye care. We do the math, people. For $79, you get all this. That costs over $200 at Walmart, over $300 at LensCrafters, and over $200 at America's Best. When it comes to value, Stanton Optical is the top bird.
With Chevy Silverado and Silverado HD, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. With the power of up to 36,000 pounds of max available towing and the confidence of an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Whatever your mountain, there's a Silverado for you. Get 0% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups, or current Chevy owners get $5,000 total cash allowance on this Silverado with the TurboMax engine. Visit HometownChevy.com.
911, what's your emergency?
I smell something delicious and I don't know what it is.
Ma'am, we've traced the smell and it's coming from inside your oven.
Ah, amazing!
Papa Murphy's.
Who's always behind the scenes helping parents and caregivers find quality-rated childcare that fits their family's needs? DCF. We're your trusted source in support of quality childcare. Learn more at qualitychildcare.wi.gov.
Stanton Optical is the best value in eye care. We do the math, people. For $79, you get all this. That costs over $200 at Walmart, over $300 at LensCrafters, and over $200 at America's Best. When it comes to value, Stanton Optical is the top bird.
Hamas has released 2 more hostages from Gaza. 2 Israeli women found freedom 3 days after an American mother and her teenage daughter were let go. Yocheved Lifshitz and 79-year-old Nurit Cooper crossed into Egypt with the help of the International Red Cross. Hamas kidnapped the women from their homes in southern Israel. Their husbands still held captive in Gaza. President Biden was asked if the U.S. supported the exchange of hostages for a potential ceasefire.
Have those hostages released.
The U.S. has advised Israel to delay a ground invasion to buy time for negotiations aimed at freeing more hostages. Hamas says the death toll in Gaza has climbed above 5,000. Israel has stepped up deadly airstrikes ahead of its expected ground invasion. Displaced Palestinians took shelter Monday after a third convoy of aid trucks entered a border crossing from Egypt. But experts say it's still not enough to stem the growing humanitarian crisis.
Nearly 3 weeks into the process, House Republicans need to find a new candidate to be the Speaker of the House. Ohio Congressman Jim Jordan dropped out on Friday after he realized he couldn't get enough votes to win the speakership. Tonight, Republicans heard from the 9 candidates who have filed to run for the position during a closed-door candidate forum.
My pitch is very simple. This is going to be a process where it's member-driven, not speaker-driven. We need to get back to work, secure our border, fund our government responsibly.
Internal GOP divisions have made it impossible so far for any one lawmaker to gain the 217 votes needed to become Speaker. House Republicans are scheduled to hold secret ballots tomorrow morning to determine who will be their Speaker nominee. With 9 candidates in the race, that balloting process could take a while to play out.
Coming up, a positive future ahead. The Cooley Region Humane Society says community support for an expansion project is exceeding expectations.
And along with the wet conditions, we definitely have that temperature change from 74 tomorrow to the 40s this weekend. We might even see some first snow for some of the areas upcoming this weekend. I'll break all that down in this chilly forecast coming up on your First Warn weather update after the break.
At All Auto, buy 3 tires at our everyday low price and get the 4th for free. Plus, you'll still get any manufacturer rebates. If you can find a better deal anywhere, we'll match it. But we'll be surprised if you do. Learn more at dollauto.com. Simple.
To everyone who craves a fresh meal, come have a taste of Wisconsin.
America's Dairyland, as in real dairy.
It gives Culver's fresh frozen custard its famous rich and creamy flavor.
Like really rich.
So rich.
Rich and creamy.
And our cook-to-order Butterburgers?
They're topped with, you guessed it, Wisconsin cheese.
But it's the smiles we put on your face with every meal made just for you.
It really makes our hearts melt.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
For 46 years straight, more of you have trusted Ford F-Series trucks to help save the day. Stretch the weekend, haul, or tow just about anything, anywhere. That's because they're built Ford tough. And it's why Ford F-Series are America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight. And for that, we thank you. Now get a new 2023 Ford F-150 with 3.9% financing for 60 months, plus up to $3,500 in total savings. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Get the bathroom of your dreams faster than ever. Call today or go online to schedule your free consultation and take advantage of our 30-day bathroom offer from your home improvement company. That's right, a complete bathroom project from order to installation in 30 days or less. Our team of trained and certified professionals will ensure your project is done right the first time. And on top of that, we're offering no interest, no payments, and nothing down until 2025. Your home improvement company, where it's your home made better.
They have state-of-the-art equipment. We have state-of-the-art equipment. They have qualified technicians. We have qualified technicians. They can set your appointment in maybe a month. We can get you in tomorrow. They will charge you an arm and a leg. We charge hundreds, not thousands. Sensible MRI, where quality and affordability meet.
The service departments at the Doll Auto Group are staffed by the most experienced team in the region. Whether you're buying a used car they've inspected or driving home one they've serviced, you can trust their work for years to come. Doll Auto, simple.
Don't be tricked by sales and free stuff. Better products at better prices on all your home improvements during the 2023 Fall Home Show at the Board Store Home Improvements. Don't miss it.
Imagine the possibilities. That's the name of the Cooley Region Humane Society's multi-million-dollar expansion project.
Construction is halfway home, and as News 8 Now's Dua Israr tells us, it wouldn't have been possible without the help and heart of this community.
It is messy, but we see a lot of progress right now.
It takes a village to build a home.
Hopefully the roof gets laid in just another week or so.
This home belongs to some four-legged friends.
What do you think about the new construction?
See, it's too muddy and loud.
Coulee Region Humane Society's executive director, Heather Dreivold, says these home improvements have been 10 years in the making.
So the total amount that we are raising for this campaign is $3.5 million.
The expansion will help give the Coulee Humane Society's felines a chance to move away from their noisy neighbors.
The whole cat area needs to be new and improved. Our small animals also then will get some dedicated space.
Dreivold says the shelter has been operating on max capacity for several months.
We're really hopeful that with the more cat space that we have, that we'll be able to house more of them, although it's always best for them to get adopted as quickly as possible.
She says the expansion wouldn't have been possible without the help of some generous donors. Nearly 90% of the money towards the project has been community funded.
La Crosse community just steps up, and I am so proud to be a part of it.
Dreivold says all that's left to do is find these furry friends a forever home. Reporting in Onalaska, the Oyster, News 8 Now.
That project has reached 93% of that $3.5 million goal.
If you would like to support this expansion project, you can donate on the Coulee Region Humane Society's website. The project is expected to finish in spring of next year.
Well, some big changes are on the way to the region weather-wise. Let's break it down, courtesy of Chief Meteorologist Greg Barnhart.
Yeah, pretty much we're going to go from about summer to fall and then spring, winter, all in probably about a week here as we go through the period right now. Tonight, really what we're focused on is really this little front down here. It's hard to see on satellite right now, but it's beginning to lift north to Iowa. That's where the severe threat could be happening with that warm front. Otherwise, out west, you can see everything beginning to push southeastward. That is the cold air beginning to entrench itself into the Intermountain West. They're going to have snow actually already occurring in Montana. That cold air eventually will get here, but it's not going to be probably till later this weekend that we're going to see it come over. So really what we're looking at, once again, storms later tonight, Tuesday morning. There will be another round probably tomorrow afternoon and evening. Steady rainfall looks more likely probably Wednesday night through Thursday night, but there's still some questions on that. And then, yeah, we could see some snow mix in. Just depends on the timing and the path as it goes through Saturday night into Sunday. Once again, no accumulation, but we could see some areas see the first look of the white stuff here for the season. 60s, 70s tomorrow. We could even approach 80 in some areas. 60s for the next 2 days, Wednesday and Thursday, and then 50s Friday, and then notice the weekend 40s. And some areas up to the north may struggle to get out of the 30s as we go. The severe threat has increased just where that warm front is, and this is going to be a hail threat, really. 1 to 2 inch sized hail that could develop in these storms. Now, whether they push northeast over our area and then still be severe towards the morning, that's a big question mark. Right now, I think they will weaken, but we'll have to keep an eye on. Hail would be a possibility. And here they come up about 2 to 3. You can see them lift north. Then they'll approach the area through about 4 to 6 a.m. We're going to see that line come through La Crosse, just south of Eau Claire, too. I think the strongest will be right along I-90, stretching all the way to Vokes Field. Then we'll have a break here, and then we'll see this front lift north, and then the threat more for some stronger storms in the afternoon will be centered really along Eau Claire up to Wausau, Marshfield, stretching across this area, while it points to the south. You can see you actually got some sunshine and warmer temperatures too. So that's the threat for that. Eventually towards tomorrow's evening's commute, we'll all start seeing showers and thunderstorms. The severe threat probably will be minimum if we had any by that point. And then as we go through the evening and overnight hours, we'll see more showers and thunderstorms, although there's still a lot of question marks and how much coverage we'll see as we go through the night. So that's what we're looking at. Right now, that's a severe threat for tomorrow too. Still a marginal risk. We'll see if that changes. Here's a system coming up for Thursday, Friday. That's the wetness. And here comes the snow potential. We're going to keep an eye on right here as it comes through Saturday into Saturday night. This is a little weak wave that comes across, but it does provide some precipitation. And you notice the warmer air is further to the south. You got the northerly winds, so we'll have to keep an eye to see. When we go beyond Sunday, that northerly wind just keeps going, so that keeps the cold air just filtering all the way through down. So that's what we're looking at for the big picture-wise. Rain, a lot of it. We could actually get up to 3 inches in some areas depending on what goes on. For tonight, once again, showers and thunderstorms coming through towards the morning. We'll have to keep an eye on some hail. If we see any stronger storms, something to keep in mind of. Otherwise, tomorrow, we're going to see temperatures approach 80 to south. Maybe up in the mid-60s. Once again, more showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon towards the evening hour. And then once we get through Thursday, wet weather, and Friday, which is morning, we cool off for the weekend. And once again, we'll have to keep an eye on any Some snow mixing in maybe Saturday night and Sunday, something to keep in mind of. But for tonight, definitely have the First Warn Weather app that'll keep you alert if anything does develop, especially even lightning too. So we could see some hail tonight. We'll have to keep an eye on that.
All right, Greg, thanks very much. Coming up next in sports, the Bucks are holding on to their two-time MVP. Plus, Viterbo volleyball been red hot of late, 9 straight wins. Peaking at the right time. Rob is in next.
Dear First Place, how do you get to the top? Just keep on climbing. Yours, Tacoma.
Right now, get 3.99% APR for 48 months on a new 2023 Tacoma. Toyota. Let's go places.
Pivot! Shut up! Pivot! Shut up! Shut up! Pivot! Shut up! Pivot! Shut up! Pivot! Shut up! Okay, hold on. I don't think it's gonna pivot anymore.
Just like pivoting from heating to cooling season, it's a difficult adjustment.
Pivot in the summer called GNT.
Pivot! Shut up!
On GNT.
For the best heating and air conditioning, guaranteed.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra. Available with the connected driving experience. And the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck.
Or get $3,500 purchase cash on select 2023 Sierra models. Or get a total of $6,000 purchase allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
If you're a young person and you haven't already buried yourself in debt, I've got good news for you. I can teach you how to fund your kids' college education without going anywhere near a student loan and help you retire as a millionaire. If you're interested, give me a call. If you're skeptical, give me a call. One guarantee, I will try to sell you nothing.
Everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
Dear First Place, how do you get to the top? Just keep on climbing. Yours, Tacoma.
Right now, get 3.99% APR for 48 months on a new 2023 Tacoma. Toyota. Let's go places.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
I know the focus over the past few weeks has been on our high school athletes, especially with playoffs getting underway in football, soccer, and in volleyball. But when it comes to the college volleyball court, it would be hard to find a team hotter than Viterbo. And the V-Hawks are right where they want to be as we hit the final stretch of the regular season. The squad was hard at work this afternoon as Viterbo looks to build on its 9-game winning streak. The V-Hawks dropping just 1 set over that 9-game span. Through 28 games so far this season, the V-Hawks are 25-3. They've won 18 of their last 19 matches. And according to a few players on the team, everything seems to be clicking for them at the right time. And for head coach Ryan DeLong, he says it's all about getting better with each practice, especially with the playoffs right around the corner.
Luckily, we're better than when you saw us in August and then in September. So I think we are continuing that upward climb, playing pretty good volleyball right now. Obviously, we got a ways to go, and we still got some time to do it, but we're going in the right direction.
We played some really tough competition really early, and that really prepared us to be where we are right now. And I think going into the last few games in conference, we're feeling really good about it. We're working really hard in practice, and we're preparing for those games.
We feel that we're peaking at the right time. Like, we're starting to slowly put more things together, and I think it's giving us a lot of confidence. Everyone's doing their role and doing it really well right now, and we all enjoy playing with each other, which is a big part of it.
The V-Hawks will look to keep on soaring. They'll try to make it 10 straight wins on Thursday night when they take on Jamestown. High school playoff football continues tomorrow night in Minnesota. A few of our area 9-man football teams will look to keep their season alive as the quarterfinals kick off in both Houston and Spring Grove. The Hurricanes will be at home taking on Southland. As for the Lions, they'll have their hands full against Mabel Ken. These two teams met back in late September. Cougars pulling the huge upset on the road. It was their first win in 19 tries against Spring Grove. Tomorrow night, they'll look to do it again. Two very intriguing matchups set for Tuesday night. After starting the year 0-3, the Vikings have won 2 of their last 3 games. With the Packers and Lions both falling on Sunday, Minnesota is still very much alive in the NFC North. But the Vikings going up against one of the NFC's best tonight in primetime. Let's head out to Minneapolis. Vikings hosting 5-1 San Francisco. The home team striking first. Kirk Cousins, a dime on the money to Jordan Addison. The rookie hauls it in. Vikings go up 7. They tack on 3 more to take a 10-point lead, but late second, Niners get on the board thanks to Christian McCaffrey. He barrels his way in. It's a 3-point game, but with 15 seconds left in the half, look at this. The duo back at it. Cousins to Addison. The rookie rips it away. He's going to take it all the way. 60 yards to the house. Vikings up 9 at the break. Final chance now for the Niners. They were down 5 late, but Cameron Bynum comes up big. His second pick of the night. That's going to seal it. Vikings survive 22-17. They improve to 3-4 on the year. They're right back in the thick of things in the NFC North. Well, I know it's been a tough 24 hours for Packers fans, but at least Bucs fans can breathe a bit. Some big news coming out of Milwaukee this evening. Giannis signing a 3-year, $186 million extension to remain with the Bucs. The 2-time MVP and 7-time All-Star has already brought an NBA championship to Milwaukee, and now paired with the newest Buck, Damian Lillard, looks like Giannis is focused on bringing another title to the beautiful Badger State. Bucks tip off the regular season Thursday at home against those Philadelphia 76ers. So it should be a fun opening night. I mean, all these sports kind of starting at the same time.
Very
Football's
cool.
kind of in the middle of it. We got basketball, and we also got these high school sports we're going to keep our eyes on all week.
And I think the Texas Rangers just got done beating the Houston Astros, right?
Oh, don't say that.
Karma.
We have one more game.
For all those picks against the Packers and against the Twins and against the
The
Vikings.
hot streak looks to be over. Sorry to
Got
say.
one more shot at it. Okay.
That's it. That's it.
Oh, that's it?
It's game 7.
Oh, okay, that's it.
That's
All right,
it.
never
Rangers.
mind.
Woo.
Wasn't our year then.
Tough,
Sorry, guys.
tough. Condolences.
All right, we'll see you right after this.
Hi, I'm Mike Pitts, co-owner of Sugarloaf Ford Lincoln in Winona, Minnesota with my son Andy, and we've been in the business for 45 years. It's a family business, and when you walk in the front door, it should feel like a family business. We take good care of our internal customers, that's our employees, and in turn they take great care of our customers, and they love the experience, and guess what, they want to come back. Some of these employees have been here 30 to 40 years. We know them, we know their family. We do care, and it will show.
Save big money with these hot deals at Menards. All prices after 11% rebate. There's still time to finish your fencing project. Dog-eared pickets are $189 each. A 2-pack of LED flame bulbs is $6.99. Clean up. A 2-pack of drain snakes is only 99 cents. And paper towel rolls are just 67 cents each. Shower in savings. The shower head is only $9.99. These hot deals won't last long. Hurry before time runs out.
Save big money at Menards.
For 46 years straight, more of you have trusted Ford F-Series trucks to help save the day. Stretch the weekend, haul, or tow just about anything, anywhere. That's because they're built Ford tough. And it's why Ford F-Series are America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight. And for that, we thank you. Now get a new 2023 Ford F-150 with 3.9% financing for 60 months, plus up to $3,500 in total savings. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Are record energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With inflation rising at record levels and incomes not keeping pace, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive in the blistering heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter. While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.kwwf.org.
Wisconsin produces more cranberries than anyone else in the nation. Right now is harvest time.
And as Natalie Shepard explains, one Central Wisconsin high school is dedicating an entire class to the crop.
Everybody, if I can have your attention, I'll explain what's going on here.
This is Cody Miller's classroom.
This yellow thing you see around these berries, that's called a boom.
But instead of being the student,
make sure no berries are slipping out.
this Pittsville High School senior is the teacher.
Empty one of these, it takes us about normally 2 hours. But
Answering questions from people eager to learn about the harvest at Whitetail Cranberry in Necedah.
And they can flow in different gates, which are called flow gates.
This tour is called Splash of Red.
That sprays the berries into the box.
And it's run entirely by students in Pittsville's Cranberry Sciences program.
We do believe we're the only cranberry science class that's taught in our entire nation.
Lindsay Meisner teaches the class.
Well, my favorite part is absolutely seeing the students build their public speaking skills and just really them grow their confidence in themselves.
And that's particularly true for Miller.
We have it normally set at 32 degrees, I believe.
He took the week off school to help with this harvest.
I still got a lot to learn, but I got the basics of it.
He corrals the berries, pushes them towards the berry pump, where they're then transported to a sorter and loaded onto the truck. What are some of the most frequent questions you get from people about cranberries?
How deep the ditches are, how long it takes to harvest them.
The Splash of Red Cranberry Tours run for 6 weeks in the fall. They have 1,000 people during that time.
I'm usually booking out for the next coming year tour season, so we are becoming very popular.
The school students did a fantastic job.
Alice Resch,
very informative,
came up from Germantown to take the tour, taking away some fun facts.
For the interior of the cranberries to freeze takes a month.
That appreciation goes far beyond Wisconsin.
Last week we had some people that were all the way from Taiwan. We've had people from China, Australia. We get people from all over the world.
Caden Schiller is also a senior in the class.
I've been working in the cranberry field for about 5 years now.
The students know the importance of the cranberry industry to the area. It's how Schiller spends his summers.
On Monday, I'll be down in Toma, and then on Tuesday, I'll be over in Wisconsin Rapids, so I'm all over the place.
Wisconsin produces just over 60% of our nation's cranberries, so extremely important.
The work the students do during the semester sets them up for a potential career.
They're trying to teach them to go into the workforce, and I think it's very interesting.
The harvest, both beautiful and interesting, and a chance for students like Miller,
as you can see, it's a little more smaller than those,
to teach, learn, and grow.
I have learned a lot from it. I'd say it's pretty fun.
Now, tours for this season are all booked up already, but they'll have tour dates for next year posted in the coming month.
Okay, we'll be right back after this.
With Chevy Silverado and Silverado HD, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. With the power of up to 36,000 pounds of max available towing and the confidence of an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Whatever your mountain, there's a Silverado for you. Get 0% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups, or current Chevy owners get $5,000 total cash allowance on this Silverado with the Turbo Max engine. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
At Batteries Plus, we bring power to your life. Batteries Plus brings power to your connection, phone and tablet repair, and battery replacement too. Make an appointment online or walk in anytime.
News 8 Now and Dairyland Power Cooperative present the Community Calendar.
It's the Enchanted Forest, Saturday, October 28th. Families are invited to trick-or-treat along Riverside Park and the Rotary Gardens, as well as participate in activities along the way. Come support local scouting. The UWL Planetarium presents Album Encounters, 8 p.m. Friday nights. Experience a multimedia light and laser show set to rock music.
For more information on these events, or if you'd like to submit an event, visit news8000.com.
They have state-of-the-art equipment. We have state-of-the-art equipment. They have qualified technicians. We have qualified technicians. They can set your appointment in maybe a month. We can get you in tomorrow. They will charge you an arm and a leg. We charge hundreds, not thousands. Sensible MRI, where quality and affordability meet.
Who's always behind the scenes helping make safe, regulated childcare possible in Wisconsin? DCF. We're your trusted source in support of quality childcare. Learn more at qualitychildcare.wi.gov.
One of the best selections of commercial vehicles in the Midwest can be found at Osseo Automotive in Osseo. From medium-duty trucks and vans to super-duty work trucks, cube vans, chassis cabs, and more, you'll find the most popular commercial vehicles from Ford and Chevrolet all in one location. Take advantage of Section 179 tax savings before the end of the year. Get to work with a new commercial truck or van from Osseo Automotive in Osseo. Shop online at OsseoAutoCommercial.com.
All right, we still have the morning commute tomorrow as, yeah, there we go, the gravestones of saying goodbye to summer. Not quite yet, but we'll have showers and thunderstorms tomorrow morning for your morning commute. Some could be strong. We'll keep an eye on the hail potential there. They come a little bit more scattered as we get close to 9 a.m. And then once again, we still have more showers and thunderstorms coming all the way through there, and then we get back to the 40s by Saturday.
Okay, so summer is officially dead.
Not quite yet. It will be soon.
We'll see you tomorrow.